Going on, everybody? It's your man Bishop Bang, and this is Whatever with the Bishop, Magic Moments with the Mosley present. I got my co-host in here, funny man Jeff.
Yep.
And we got a repeat offender in here today. He graces us with his presence and drops his knowledge on us, and we're always welcome to have you back, have you amongst us. You know, that's my man. That's my apostle. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Mr. Keenan, what's going on,
what's
brother?
Up, man? You already know what it is, man. Bang, bang.
Yeah. We in here, so, you know, we had you back. What's going on?
Yo, so like, you know, with us three get together, trying to strengthen our lives as husbands and fathers and things of that nature. So basically, we're not going to talk about the same stuff as last time, but we definitely going to go right, because it's been, we on episode 10 now?
Yeah.
So it's like we're going to jump back into when you came for episode 3. Yeah, we out here, like,
Charlamagne, we live?
Yeah, we live. You know what I mean? We out here.
Yo, so let's just jump right into it, because I know we was rapping prior to the show about some topics we going to discuss today. So first things first, how to keep that spark alive after a while. I mean, I got 2 years in. I know y'all got more time than me in, but like, let's speak on that, because even me being young, 2 years married, there are times where me and my wife be like, "Fuck you, dog. I'm tired of this shit." But then you gotta find a way to just keep it. You know what I mean? Keep that spark. So what's some advice or what's some things you might?
Oh yeah, happy birthday too.
Thank you. Yeah,
happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. My birthday was on the 8th. So yes, sir. Thank you.
Definitely.
So the spark. Keep the spark.
The spark. See, with the spark, it's going to die. It's going to die. Not once, multiple times.
Okay, yeah.
You're pretty much going to have to reinvent the wheel multiple times.
Right.
And there's no blueprint or monolithic. There's no set standard on the way to do that, because you're dealing with two different people all the time.
Right.
So me and my wife relationship is not going to be you and your wife relationship. So what worked for us may not necessarily work for you. And so it's more so finding out what's going on with your spouse, what they like, what intrigues them,
right,
and making that your main goal. Like, my objective is to make sure my wife is always satisfied. So
even when you don't feel like it?
Even when I don't feel like it.
And when she pissed you off.
Yeah.
It's like working out.
Right.
You always told me when I'm doing my last reps, my last set, that's when it means the most.
Yeah.
That's when your muscles are the most active.
Right.
It's the same way in a relationship. Right. Like when you do something and it's not really a big deal, but you can do it.
Right.
That's how she feels. It's not really a big deal because you could do it.
Right.
But it's the small things.
Okay. Yeah.
That means the most. When you don't have to do it.
Right. It's when
when it's hurting you to do it.
Yeah.
Because she know.
Yeah.
She know when it's hurting you.
Right.
It's hurting your pride to apologize.
Right.
It's killing you as a man to buckle down.
Right.
She knows that.
Right.
So when she sees that the effort is still there, although it's hurting you to do it, that's when it's mostly appreciated.
Okay.
So what you, Brent?
Who, me?
Yeah, man.
But the spark?
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with that. That's why I say even when you don't feel like doing it, I get over it fast. So it's not like that. I really go through periods of time because I just don't have time to be mad because it affects you. So I got too much things going on that. You know what I mean? But I just try to include her, and I think I'm good at keeping the spark. I enjoy my wife. Like I enjoy everything about it, even when we might be at odds. The spark for me is not hard. Like, and it makes it easy because she's simple. Like, she likes simple things.
Right.
So it doesn't take much. You know what I mean? I don't gotta go buy something extravagant to apologize or to say that I'm sorry. She know that I love her, especially from my commitment. One, you know what I mean? That and plus I say it. So yeah, with the spark, I think. What is the spark?
Yeah, it's I guess keeping that same energy you had when y'all first got together. Like,
is it different style? Is it different levels of a spark? Like,
it is a different level of a spark.
Wait. So the longer y'all been together, does it get harder or does it get easier? The spark.
The spark get easier.
Okay.
And I think that it gets, when you first get together, it's fake. It's fake love.
Yeah.
It's fake enthusiasm.
You ain't been through nothing yet, right?
You ain't been through nothing.
Okay.
It's all about how you feel.
Right.
Nothing's reality.
Right.
You don't even know the person for
Right,
real.
you know,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I never
She's
looked
an
at it like that.
impersonation.
She said it's fake.
You don't even know who she is.
Yeah.
So it's not until after you develop a relationship and become intimate with each other that you actually come to understand what the spark is.
Right.
And the spark is just keeping that flame.
Okay.
And I did say that flame go out. I didn't mean like completely blown out like a candle.
Right.
What I mean is like you don't feel it like you used to feel it most times in the beginning.
Okay.
It's after you go through and you paid the cost to now you can establish that light and keep it going. Because I know, like, me and my wife, we're going to celebrate 13 years next week. So the beginning of our relationship was the hardest thing I've ever done as a man in life. As a man in life, it was the hardest thing I've ever done.
Okay.
And I learned to realize that because I was trying to do a man's job as a boy, as a child.
Right.
I knew nothing about being a dad. I knew nothing about being a husband. I didn't have any proper example set in front of me. So it was. I have to learn it on the job. It was on the job training.
Right.
So I made a lot of mistakes, and the light was dim a lot of the time.
So it's like the foreman put you on the floor and you just like by yourself.
Listen, man. Listen.
But all
You don't even get the instruction
right,
manual.
Right.
You don't even get the instruction manual. You just out there. That looks good, so we're going to keep working
right,
with this and see how that play out. But, the spark, it do start off shaky. The wind blows and you see it flicker.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then you learn how to manage the spark as you continue relationship and how to keep it consistently burning, man. And that's what it's about. Everything's a growth.
Yeah.
Everything is about growth.
And that's why with the consistency, because that was one of my things. Did you have something I would slide in there?
No, go ahead.
So that was like, so in the mix of that, because as years go on, I think it takes, that's why I have for you like tools to stay faithful. It takes, that has to be in place in there, because I know during that stretch, there's a lot of things that come about that you gotta like recommit. I say recommit every day. So like, what tools do you think that a man needs, or how did you go about, or unless you want to say it's just all about love. What are the tools to go about?
What love got to do with it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So then like, is there tools that a man should have to have in place, or is there things, like what things do you go through or do in order to remain faithful? Like, I know it's a choice. I mean, you gotta make a conscious decision, even with things that might come about that look better than, there's people of all types of variety,
That depends solely upon the man.
The man.
Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, it comes down to integrity.
Okay. Yeah.
And the choices that you're comfortable with making.
Right.
So beyond anything, that comes down to the man. Now,
integrity.
there are certain parts you can add to your circle to keep you guarded.
Right.
And I believe those are just relationships.
Okay.
Outside relationships. Me personally, my wife, she can hang with anybody she want to hang with.
Right.
If she find a friend in that person, I have no problem.
Right.
But I see her choices.
Right.
Her choices is, I don't want to hang with single girls.
Right.
Because the energy they bring.
Right.
So what I'll do, I'll hang with women that are married or women that are in strong relationships.
Right.
So we can all be on the same page.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just one thing. Like, I value relationships outside of my marriage to keep me grounded.
Right.
So if me and you out together, you ain't gonna let me do nothing crazy.
Yeah. Right.
You're not gonna let me really say nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you was in the West. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you need that sometime to check you.
Yeah.
Because you can get reckless sometimes if you ain't really, you know what I mean? So friendships play an important role.
Yep.
Integrity is another important role.
Right.
And you also just have to be, I think it's a spiritual thing, but I'm not going to say it's a spiritual thing because I know atheists that's been married 40, 50, 60 years, ain't had no problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So beyond spirituality, it's more so of a personal integrity thing, that what you're going to allow to take place and what you're not.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I put myself in predicaments where I ain't doing most things without her. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
And we sometimes, I think we talked about this last time. We talked about this like I actually like being around my wife. Like I'm at work, she at work. We come home, we're doing the family thing. So I don't mind going to a show with her or to if we going to do a happy hour drink. I don't need to go with the fellas. I'm going with her.
Right.
See some of the homies there. That's great. Like, and we talked about this not too long ago too. How I got a homie who was getting married, and they want me to come to the bachelor party, and like. My wife, she on some shit. Like, yeah, you can go. Like, I'm not fucking going.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
no.
I wouldn't care about one either. But I just be like,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Because my homies, like, the amount of times that they've come over the crib and was on some talking about their infidelities to my fucking wife, like, oh hell no, she gonna tell me to go. She's not gonna trust me though. And the thing about it is too is I don't want to get too lit and put myself in a predicament where I even chance fucking around on my wife. So. I'm cool on that.
Yeah,
like,
you don't want to be.
Yeah.
You don't want to be caught off guard.
Hell no.
That's why I always say. That's why I always say you can never be like that. And I mean, people do what they want. Like you do what you want. But like, if you know that it comes to a thing where you're not going to be able, like it's like we know who knows what happens when I get to that that level. So I would never be in them levels where my decision is comprehend. I wouldn't put myself in that situation or be around. Plus you can't be out there like that. You know what I mean? You gotta definitely can't be out there.
First of all, I'm not going to no hotel with you to meet no girl. You know what I mean?
Right.
Second of all, why can't you respect the fact that I'm fucking married? I dogged all through my 20s. Like I did it. I did the whole fucking around, all that stuff. I'm married now, bro. Like let that go. There's so many other things to talk about than would I cheat on my wife or would I still smash this ex or whatever. You know what I mean? Like so friends like that, like I keep them away.
Oh yeah, I don't even come around.
Are they friends?
Yeah.
Like are they friends?
Yeah, true. Are they friends? Yeah.
Because we're talking about somebody who, if they had an opportunity to put you in a bad situation,
Would do it.
They would put you in a bad situation just to see what you would do.
In a heartbeat.
And if you're not strong enough to deny that temptation that puts in front of you, then we literally talking about a friend that set a trap to ensnare you and to get you caught up.
Right.
He doesn't have your best interest.
Yeah, I think people like that be plotting.
Absolutely.
I look at it like you got a hidden agenda.
Like you're not happy, so you don't want me to be
Yeah,
happy.
exactly.
Yeah.
You're not happy.
Yeah.
And you didn't grow up yet, bro. You got all that, man.
A little hidden agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's next? What we got next?
Give us insecurities.
Yeah.
Insecurities.
How to deal with your ladies' insecurities. When we were chatting, I was talking about how do you continue to motivate, uplift your wife when like maybe she's aging, maybe a little bit of weight gain, whether it's after a birth or just in life, just gaining some weight or just things of that nature. She's not, because women are super emotional. Like fellas, comedians say it all the time. Like we look in the mirror, like we see what we got, we cool with it. Like shit, like. But women will like sometimes pick their look apart, especially like another thing. For past you to the floor, but it's like I stopped watching reality TV with my wife. Like no more of that Love and Hip Hop shit, no more of that other shit because you see them women, and then my wife like either would get down on herself just a little bit because she's confident, but women, or she'll look at me and be like, I bet you that's the type of bitch you want. You know what I mean? Like so it's like. Yeah, so basically the convo is like, how do you help them maintain that self-esteem, right? And because it's easy, we can all say, oh, just tell her she's beautiful. That shit, when you married, it's way deeper than that. I know it is, right?
What you got? I got my response to that. I don't think I can. That's personal. Like if I try to help you overcome it, you have to yourself. Like I'm already with you, and I'm with you. So I don't want you to not care, but you have to come along at your own, because you know what I stand for. So like, and it's not so much of, because you don't have to have the big butt, you don't have to have all of that. Like that's not my speed. Like that's not my focus. But I need you, regardless to, I want you to be healthy and take care of yourself. That's the trainer in me. Like, but I want you to be happy. So if you're not happy, you can't mope about it. You have to do something about it. So like, to me, you become one of them that you know the problem and you're not fixing it. So I can especially because I'm married to you, I can tell you, you know the answer. Some people you walk away when you're like, I keep telling you the same. Like, my response has not changed. You already know how I feel, so it's like, I think you have to fix it. You have to do something about it. Like, I know you're confident in that I'm with you. I love you. I love everything about you, but I think this insecurity is if you feel that way, it's on yourself. It's not because of me. You know what I mean? It's not because, oh, I might think I'm too, that's something personal that you have to fix. Because I have some things that I don't like about me that I feel like are big to me. But like to her, I'm not going to say nothing to her about it because I know she's like, that's minor. You know what I mean? So, but it bothers me. But then I have to work on that myself because I know there's nothing she can tell me that's going to make me say, oh yeah, nah, it's a lot of stuff that I don't like, you know what I mean, that I just be like, you know what, oh well, you know, so, and I don't move about it, and I just try to do something about it.
Right.
Yeah, so, you know what I mean,
I'm on the complete opposite spectrum on that.
Yeah.
And I think that it is, I agree with you on most part. I think that that women, or anybody who's dealing with insecurities, have to be able to work through them personally. Because we, as far as the significant other, we can only play a certain part. Right? It's only so much that we can do to help you get past certain insecurities. I was insecure. When I met my wife, I was 19 years old. I was about 210, 215, football shape. Best shape of my life. You know what I'm saying? And then over the years, things happen and shift where I wasn't as active. I slouched. I got into this rut where I didn't want to do anything. And it got crazy. You know what I'm saying? I got all the way up, to 400. Word up. And now I'm starting to come back down. I'm getting more healthier. And things are changing.
Right.
But during that time period, I was very, very insecure. And my wife, she wouldn't say it, but I know she was looking at me crazy. And I could see her looking at me crazy because you're not the guy I married.
Right.
When I married you, you was 2 and some change, best shape of your life.
Right.
I didn't marry an obese man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're cheating me.
Right.
Right? Because you expect me to feel the same way when you completely let yourself go to a degree.
Right.
So I felt that. I seen it. I was insecure. But throughout everything, man, she continued to love me, continued to motivate me, and continued to put nobody else above me.
Right.
So it got to the point where I felt, even though it may not have been true, I felt that I never changed in her eyes. Disappointed? Yes.
Okay.
Disappointed I let myself go? Absolutely. But the love aspect of it would never change.
Okay.
And that motivated me to want to be the man I was, or even better than we was when we first met. Now, as far as women, because it's a whole different thing when you're dealing with women.
And you said it motivated you, so like you recognize that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And even with my kids, like absolutely. It's a whole bunch of things. Men handle insecurities different than women.
Okay.
As far as women is concerned, I won't say what I said, but my wife was insecure about something. And I didn't know it. I was talking to her. I was giving her some pointers, some guides to get through what she was getting through. And she's like, babe, I got this. You putting more stress on me than I already was. You adding stress and pressure on me already. And I said, yeah. She said, yeah, I was already doing what you was telling me to do. I said, if you was already doing what I was telling you to do, how was that adding more pressure? You already doing what I tell you. I'm not telling you to do anything in addition.
Right.
You already doing it. We on the same page. But it was her insecurity. So when you're dealing with that, no matter what a man say, no matter what a man do,
so
it's always going to be seen through the prism of her insecurity.
So was it like, did it look like she was slow to doing it, or did it look like she wasn't changing for what she...
Nah, it wasn't none of that.
Oh, so
we were just having a basic conversation,
okay.
and I started giving her some
It came unwarranted.
It just, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, babe, you alright? You know what's going on? And she started to break down. I feel like you're trying to do this. I feel like you're trying to say this. Why every time you trying to do this? And I said, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, my wife's big on things unwarranted.
Let's look at it.
Yeah.
But let's look at this.
Right.
Okay? Let's take a step back and let's look at it. Because now we're dealing with insecurity. We're dealing with fantasy versus reality.
Right.
So, what did I say? That's number one.
Right.
What context did I say it in? And what tone did I say it in? Is any of those offensive to you?
Okay.
Okay, so they're not offensive to you. It wasn't nothing to hurt you. We weren't arguing. We're not bickering.
Right.
So why is it that you took it personally? Oh, it's an inside thing. It's an insecurity thing.
Okay.
Okay, so now that we know that it's not me, it's something that you're feeling on the inside, what can we do to get past this? So these are the kind of conversations we have. And I tell her, I said, listen, if it ever get in a situation where you take a step back and replay what's going on and you still can't decide whether I'm trying to play you because we're arguing or whether I'm trying to uplift you and you're just insecure, at that point, trust me. Do you trust me?
Right.
Do you love me? Do you think that my wishes for you is to benefit you? Everything I do, everything I say is to make you a better person. So at any point where you feel that you can't understand whether I'm attacking you or whether I'm just trying to push you into a better place, at that point, it is your responsibility to trust me as your husband.
Right.
Trust the fact that I wouldn't do anything to hurt you.
Right.
And there we go. We do it on that until you begin to grow and mature.
So, how long do you think it takes before, or is it just, it depends the couple, before they get to that stage? I think that's something that we all have to realize in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's something that has to click and trigger for it to be legitly growing.
That is 100% on the person that needs to grow. All I'm in there is a support.
Right.
So when I'm doing a bench press and you're standing behind me and you're waiting to grab the bar when they get too heavy,
Right.
that's all we are.
Right.
You have to do the work.
Right.
Now, when it becomes too much, I'll grab it so it don't fall on you,
Right.
so you don't cave under the pressure.
Right.
But for the most part, you got to do the work.
So what happens if the person don't get strong?
That's a whole nother
Yeah,
issue.
that's a whole
My wife, we getting a lot better with stuff like that. It used to be a time where she'd go through something, and it might be super serious to her, and I'm giving her the tools, like, calm down, don't worry about it, don't let it affect you too long. Like, I mean, go ahead and vent about it, but don't let it eat you up. And sometimes that be the wrong shit to say.
Look,
She
right.
flip shit, and then
Not to play devil's advocate,
Mhm.
but does that work for you? See, because I be thinking the strength only comes if they see you able to.
well, see, how can I put it?
Right or wrong.
I'm
like,
the type where if I know it's not too big of a deal, I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. But then again, different strokes for different folks. So something that I might feel like is small potatoes to me, you know what I mean? It's a big deal for her, but it's like, I guess I do need to take my own advice sometimes. You are right.
I just wonder.
Because my wife was like, well, you know what, man, we'll get what we gotta say off our chest and move on. My wife sometimes will take.
And feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And we cool, because God gave them that, right? They're the sensitive of the two, right? They're the nurturing of the two. Nurturing is actually tends towards emotions and feeling. We just not built like that for the most part.
Right.
Right? We live in reality. So I think the confusion comes where we just don't understand why. That's been like my biggest battle with my wife from the time we got married. I think that's like the biggest battle between men and women on earth.
Yeah.
They say they feel a certain way.
Yeah.
All we want to know is why. Why do you feel that way? Why does that make you feel that way? Stop doing this. Why?
All right.
Tell me why. If you cannot give me a valid reason why, outside of the fact that it hurts your feelings, I don't know. I really don't know.
That has happened. I've been getting under her skin, pissing her off lately, and like, what is it? Like, and she'll just talk in a circle. You know what I mean?
Sometimes do it really got anything to do with you?
Right.
It don't. It's always, because it's never really that. It's usually something else. And I think women have a hard time pinpointing exactly what it is. A lot of time when women are insecure, or people, period, right? Anytime people are insecure, they can never really pinpoint why. All they know is how they feel about a certain thing. They don't know where it stems from, how long it's been with them. Usually,
yeah, especially if it's something you can't cover up.
Yeah, they just like, I just don't like that.
I
just don't like that. It's not a good reason.
That's why I said insecurities of something that you can cover up with clothes is totally different.
Mm-hmm. That's why we do. Me and my wife do therapy. We do marriage counseling and stuff like that, so that we have a neutral person that can help pull some stuff up out of her.
Yeah, the why is very important.
Yeah.
If you're going to grow, you're going to grow and mature and get over that insecurity, the why is the very most important thing. Not just, I don't like it.
Right. I
just don't like it. That's not good enough.
You know another thing I think too though, because we are married and outside of work and maybe, hobbies or just other things that we do on the side of work, like, I'll put this. Sometimes I think we catch the shit from our wife because who else gonna catch it? When you're not, when you're not at work and you're not doing side hustles and you're not running errands, it's just y'all. So it might not be meant for you. It's just who else she gonna take it out on? It's gonna be you. You know what I mean?
And I don't like those days.
Right.
Look, and I say that because I say you have to.
I don't like those days.
You have to. That's why I say it's important to cast your eyes on the great things that you have. You have to look and say, I got a job. My kids are taken care of. I'm working. I got plans. We're building towards this. That's why I like to give my wife things so that we can set our eyes on this. This is what. Yep. So everything outside of that don't really matter. But I think that you want to have more good days than bad. And I try to eliminate those days, and that's not fake. You're going to have those days,
right?
But not always. Look, sometimes I think our conversations get us to where it don't be nothing about us, and it just be disagreements, and then it turns into something for us. It turns into something that involves us. So I had to learn that some conversations just not worth having, because that's not our problems. You see what I'm saying?
Yo, we've been through that. An argument spark over some shit that ain't even me and her.
Right, and so I had to learn that outside of that, we don't really have no problems. We're sitting here not agreeing on something that really doesn't happen.
Sit back when it's over. Look at us.
Bro, listen, I'll be honest with you. I think totally different.
Right.
I look at cause and effect. What
my wife hates that I do. I'll play devil's advocate. I'll put the shoes on.
Outside of what makes you a victim. Like what makes you weird. Like that's just me. Like I look at everything. Like I'll be quick to say before I just be like, yo, I question everything. Because the society, like people dress things up. I just, you have somebody, well she did that. It might not just be him. It might be her. It's okay for it to be her. And I love that she stands for women. They could be dead wrong. My wife, she'll come when it comes to if it's a man involved, I'll be like,
the man did it.
Bro. So it's like
he's fucking guilty.
So it's be like, you know what I mean? So I just look at it like it ain't me. So I just be like, if it's something to turn from that, I just I back out of it because we have no problems.
Right.
I put
that has happened.
I put everything first. So I had to evaluate on that scale, so that we don't have those days.
Back to Spark real quick, and because some of the things you were just saying. Yo, some of the accomplishments that me and my wife set out together and accomplished them, that sometimes gets the spark up. You know what I mean? Like just advancing in life, or just knocking down a goal, setting up a goal and knocking it down. That brings us together.
I love that about y'all. I love when I see, and I know his wife has his back. When you see that person has your back, You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
To me, that's big. You know what I mean? That's big to me. Like, if I know he's the type, if he say, babe, we doing this, she's like, we doing this.
Mhm.
Like, if he say it's gonna work, if he say this car flies, she's like, this car flies.
Yeah, let's test this thing.
You know what I mean? So like, and I like that when I see that, because I know I like that makes me, that draws me in. That I'm like, yo, we can be around them. We can, like, that's the type of, because then I know when my wife's around your wife, that, and she picks that up.
Yup.
That's learned behavior, and see, that's what most men don't understand. Like, even submission. I don't even want to say submission, right?
Right.
Because we're not talking about submission.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just talking about a man being a leader
Mm-hmm.
and being the man in the crib.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just get that
No.
Right.
because you wear pants.
Right.
I used to think that though.
Absolutely.
I had to learn the hard way, Jeff. You better show that shit and not demand it.
Women are not children.
Right.
Children follow blindly.
Okay.
You tell your child to get up and move.
They gonna do it.
They get up and
no
move.
Question.
Right.
Because you mom, you dad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel
With
you.
a woman, you can get your spouse to that place.
Right.
But it's not something that just automatically come because you said so and you the man.
Right.
That come from experiences where if you put your right foot forward and you've done things to show I'm trustworthy.
Okay.
If anything happens, you trust on me to get us out this situation.
Okay.
I'm Superman,
Right.
right?
Right.
I'm not going to let nothing happen. I'm not going to let nothing happen.
Okay.
So at that point, we become, like I said, it's a learned behavior. Women watches, they sit back and say, okay, I can trust this man, right?
Right.
Even if he falls on his face,
Right.
I can trust him to turn the situation around and bring us back
Okay.
where we should be.
Right.
Once a woman get there, yeah, you be like, yo, listen, this is what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about that?
Right.
Okay, cool. We on the same page.
Right.
This is what we gonna do. This is what I expect from that, and this is where we should be once the smoke cleared.
Okay.
And from that point, it's like, all right, babe, let's do it. Let's get to work because you have a history of showing her that you going to handle business.
Right.
You're not depending on her to pick up the slack and do all this extra stuff. You are going to handle business. I told my wife, I said, yo, if this don't work, they gonna blame me.
Right. Yeah.
We get kicked out of our crib.
Yeah.
Your mom, your dad, they looking at me.
Right.
You can take my check and go to Hollywood every weekend.
Yeah.
And I can point my finger at you, but nobody's gonna hear me.
Right.
They gonna say you was the man,
Yeah.
and you out in this
dropped the
situation.
ball.
You at 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about building that. Listen, man, we gonna make this thing work.
So
Hello, high water.
Right. So we coming up. I wanna. I have a little segment thing that I call. I added something today too. I added. The other part I add is real small. It's real short. But I have this little thing where I just pick one. So I'm gonna ask y'all two little multiple choice. You pick one. You can elaborate. So I want to leave a little time to elaborate on why you
Yeah.
picked that one. So I'm just pick one. The first one was cash or credit. Cash or credit.
Honestly, I do like cash better. Only for the simple fact of, well, hold up, yeah. Cause with cash, like, alright. I'm tired of when I go to New York or when I go to hotels, when I go places, and like y'all double charge my ass and you get over on the tip like that. You know what I mean? That's the only reason why like I prefer cash over credit. And like instances like that, like with the cash, you can't burn me. Give me back my exact change. It's over.
Right.
Once I swipe that card,
Right.
you never know. That motherfucker liable to.
Yeah, we got hit like that at the hotel.
Yeah.
They charged us twice and then it was something crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a little. It was crazy. It was
To
good.
what aspect?
I mean, hey, listen, it's just pick
He
one.
just throws it out
Because,
there.
See, listen, my answer was both. That was my answer to it, cash or credit. I couldn't think of it. I just was like, I came up with it, but I was like both. Because like they hand in hand, because like on what aspect I look at credit is because even if I don't have the cash, I can I build my credit using cash. You know what I mean? So that I might have to use my credit and my credit to like
See, yeah,
purchases
and I
that
look
I
at
might
it-
not have in my pocket.
You see, I look at it from swiping
right,
and
yeah,
you go that route.
Oh yeah, I'm a
Credit
cash
is the
man.
shit,
Yeah, I keep cash, especially from personal training.
Mm-hmm.
I carry cash on me all the time, and I adapted this rule that I put on her. But I feel like this. What happens if all the machines break down? All your money's in the bank. I'm still a mattress, I'm still a mattress man, so to say. You know what I mean? So I'm still a put it in the safe mattress man, because you never know
This
what
shit
might
crash.
happen. Yeah, so I was both, but I am in that aspect that you was talking about. I am a cash man.
But you probably know the other aspect of like having
Yeah,
good
'cause-
credit.
Listen, man. Anybody with any sense gonna say both, right? Because you want to have the cash.
Mm-hmm.
If I have the cash, I don't depend on you for credit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need credit. I got cash.
Yeah, because it come with interest.
You can't deny me, right?
Right.
So, and I don't gotta pay interest.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I don't need your 3% interest
Yeah.
that you putting on.
Yeah.
And you know, niggas nowadays they doing 17, 18%.
What?
They trying to get you a credit,
Yeah.
get you a card, any credit guaranteed. Yeah, but they gonna hit you with 17%.
Yo, I got raped, dog. The car I got now, but I know the route of going. I just got a bank account with a credit union. I'm gonna go, so I'm gonna go back and refinance my joint.
Absolutely.
Because they got me. I mean, I like the car. It was a newer car, but I look at it like, yo, y'all trying to upcharge me another $13,000. Like, Jesus, what the hell?
You can go anywhere with it be.
I'm going to Bora Bora. I'm going to be on the with the little hut joints over the water.
Okay.
We want to do one of
Yes,
those, the little bungalows
yeah.
joints over the water, in Bora Bora.
Yo, I want to see. I said we gonna say anywhere in the world. I want to see Dubai. I want to see what all the fuss is about. I want to go to Dubai. Like, gotta get your money up, I heard, but yeah.
I don't know. I don't. It's just something I don't care to I don't care to travel over there. Like, I don't care to. I don't know. I don't feel. It's places I want to go, but I don't have nowhere in particular that I want to go. I just want to go somewhere where the water's blue, and I'm with her. I'm good. Like listen, you know, I'm hard to please.
Go to Miami.
Like, yeah, you know, but that to me, that's doable. You know what I mean? So that all that stuff, you know.
Man, everybody's doing Miami. We ain't doing Miami no more.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, I did it once. I want to take my wife there. She never been there. I want to take her there at least once.
That's like the MK purses, man. We ain't doing that.
Miami's
Miami's like the MK purses, man. We can't do that. That joint plays.
So I got I still ain't been.
She ain't
I've been down and around, but
So you've been there a couple times?
Yeah, he goes all the time.
Yeah.
So I had tell me what this word, what it means to you, in any context or whatever it means to you. The first word was space. Space. Space.
Ownership. Space ownership. Privacy.
Okay.
They say, the Bible says, let the two become one, but at the end of the day, that's true, but we still need space. We still need a space that we own.
Right.
That's only ours. Because that's where we're going to work out a lot of inner turmoil. And you might not even been going space in that direction. You might have been physical space, but
Yo, that's whatever.
me personally, I think like I need my space to think.
Yeah, that's where we're going. Like peace, like space to me sometimes can mean peace. Like if me and the wife going at it, or the kids that piss me off, or work was rough, or bad news here, I need my space. Just give me some space so I can create some type of peaceful environment for myself, and then I'm cool again. Like,
all right. Modern.
up to date.
Watered down. Modern means everybody doing it.
Yeah.
Oversaturated, man.
See, I want to modernize my house. I got these old wood doors and old wood trim. I want to put like the new white shit, like the white wood trim, the white, you know what I mean?
All right. Very.
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 Yep.
Extra. I don't know.
Yeah, access. I forgot how to pronounce the word.
Excess? You want to say excess?
Excess, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Seal. SEAL.
Cover up
Cover up.
or
it means to me to finalize, to decree. I think it from an hierarchy perspective, you know, because I was watching Robin Hood, right?
Right.
And when he wrote the letter, the king stamped it with his seal, so it wouldn't be broken except by the person who read it.
Right.
And you know, when the judge banged that gavel, that's pretty much sealing.
Sealing the deal.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm thinking it like that.
Okay. All right. Well, that was my describe, and we coming up on time, but we definitely, you can tell people where to reach you at.
Oh, Facebook, Jeff Stanton. I think I reached my limit, so I'm gonna go delete some people who ain't fucking with me. But Instagram at FunnyManJeff, and then if you want to book me for a comedy show, jstantoncomedy@gmail.com.
All right.
I'm out here.
What's up, man? Somebody might want to hit you up and
I can't be reached, man. I'm unreachable, man.
It ain't Ralph though.
Yeah. So,
Nah, but my regular name is Keenan.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can hit me up on Facebook, reach out. If I don't know you, you're probably going to get ignored. So go through the bishop if you want to really reach out.
Yeah,
That way I know it's real.
Yeah, definitely. But I wanted to say thank you for all y'all that be listening. Or you know where you can reach me at Brent Bishop Bang. You can find me at Bang Bang Fitness on Instagram. Bang Bang. What is that? Bishop Bang Bang. Everything's Bishop Bang Bang. It's Bang somewhere. If you put Bang or Google me under Bang, definitely follow our page. We have the videos uploading. We're gonna have that, but definitely stay on here and listen so you can hear the. You can hear it, but you'll be able to see the majority of it, most of it, on YouTube at It's Whatever with the Bishop, and you can like that page, subscribe to it, and subscribe to Magic Moments with the Mosleys and Bang Bang Fitness page. And this is just the beginning. We're working out some kinks. We're about to set a couple deals in place and some
Take
new
it over the
sponsorships
world, Craig.
coming in. But we definitely thank y'all for supporting. There's a link on the Anchor where if you wanted to donate, I put it at $5. I felt $5 was reasonable. They had 99 cents, but I feel like we help you on this.
We need your donation so we can buy a church.
Yeah. We give y'all, you know, a little bit more than 99 cents worth of love, and we thank you for the love back just for listening and being, and those that are that be hitting me up and sending emails, and those that give feedback on Facebook. And you know, shout out to Eskimo. You know, he was here with us last week, and he's still buzzing. His energy, I just kept hearing, yo, his energy, I just like him. Like, and we definitely thankful for that, and all the previous guests, and we thank Keenan for coming through.
Keenan will be back.
Yeah, he'll be back. He just stops through because
He's our wisdom.
Yeah, that's
He's
our
the wisdom.
Two married men, we bring him in here, and what he gives us, we give to y'all. And we'll be sitting down. We sat down. We can put it that way with him and his wife. So make sure y'all check that out and get out and listen on Magic Moments with the Mosleys. And you know, we just thank y'all for and enjoy y'all evening. And,
Yeah, man.
You know, stay fighting for your marriage. Those that's married and those that's getting married. You know.
Stand on that wall, man.
Yeah.
Stand on that wall.
Yeah.
Men, man up. Be the protector of your house.
Yeah, definitely. So, you know, we thank y'all. Is there anything else? You got any events or anything coming up?
I'm gonna go see Marlon Wayans this coming week.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm always one performing. I need to go start seeing some vets up there and help me out with my craft. Plus, good date night. So,
Definitely.
yeah, man.
Date nights is important.
Yeah, we haven't had
Say
one in a
you
while.
don't take your wife nowhere.
Yeah, we haven't had one in a while, so gotta do it.
All right.
Get out of town.
All right, we good?
Yeah, we good, man. Everybody be blessed.
Yeah, yep, entertainment. Oh, yeah, look for that. I'm throwing him on the comic scene. He will be doing a little Yeah Yup podcast coming soon with jokes and stuff like that.
We're gonna
See, I
get it
just threw him
together.
out there and put that together. I'm like,
We'll get it together.
all right, yes. Well, we gonna holler at y'all. We appreciate it. One love. Continue to listen, and we out. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.